what we usually talk about is the opposite of poverty, and efforts aimed at reducing it, and generally speaking about the sunnier side of life in terms of the direct opposite of poverty. But what is poverty itself? Well, you probably, might think that you have a very good idea of what it is. It might be a simple or simplistic question. But then when you want to look at it, statistically, technically, then we begin to be told that poverty goes beyond monetary poverty, which I think is what most people will associate with poverty. Now, to help us look at this and indeed prepare for a sort of a survey, a study, the results of which will be announced, in due course. I think we did this kind of thing the last time was about, as a country, we did this kind of research something like 20 years ago. But I'll be able to speak with the Statistician General of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in the person of Mr. Semiu Adeyemi Adeniran. He's scheduled to be on our program. And we also will have with us Shola Afolayan, National Coordinator, MPI. That is MPI being Multidimensional Poverty Index. Okay, do I have the Statistician General yet? Okay, as I said, we'll probably be, he'll be joining us as soon as he can. But also working in this field, let me introduce again Shola Afolayan, who is National Coordinator, MPI. Thank you very much, Shola, for coming on the program this morning. Let me say it again. Good morning, Shola Afolayan.
Good morning. Thank you for having me. Okay. I appreciate coming here to speak to the public about the work that we do within the MPI.
Indeed. Now, as I've just said, we'll be hearing from the Statistician General of the Federation in the person of Mr. Semiu Adeyemi Adeniran. But in the meantime, before he comes on, in fact, I hear that he has joined us now. We have with us Mr. Semiu Adeyemi Adeniran, Statistician General of the Federation. A fine morning to you, sir. Good. Okay, there are days like this. So, Shola, I'm coming back to you. Tell me a bit about the Office of the National Coordinator Multidimensional Poverty Index. How is it situated within, the administration? Shola Afolayan.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for the honor to speak on what we have done so far in terms of addressing the issues of eradicating extreme poverty in Nigeria. And the conversation started when, the current administration came in. So beyond the campaign trail promises, the largest social investment program was set in place, and it was situated within the Office of the Vice President. And a lot of household-targeted approaches were made around the homegrown school feeding. You have the Empower, you have the JEEP program. But in spite of this, we still hear that Nigeria is the poverty capital of the world. And it's quite a shame, actually, when you hear that. But then we began to investigate. So what kind of objective process was this actually based on? So we worked with those people that were called the World Data Lab that published the information, and we began to see how were this information arrived at. And
Madalla is that is APC 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 dan isa kenan so matabi kenan daga gun dan isa shine wanda muke alfahari da shi mawaki ne na APC dan isa mun gode a daidai wannan lokacin jama'a manyan baki sun fara shigo kun rufe mu ba ma ganin su ba ma ganin manyan baki da suka shigo don Allah ku dan buda mu yi ga ganin bakin da suka shigo domin mu gabatar da su ba ma ganin manyan baki a nan akwai senator Taslim Kolawole Folarin shi ma ya riga ya kasance kai waye kuna wannan wutan kai